News now on 102.1 WALT Meridian.
I'm Cash Matlock with Queen City News. Here's what's happening. Authorities are searching for 3 suspects following an armed robbery at a neighborhood store on Tuesday afternoon. Meridian Police Chief Deborah Naylor-Young reported that officers responded to a call at approximately 4:15 p.m. regarding the incident at Cameron's Grocery Deli, located at the intersection of 5th Street and 45th Avenue. Chief Young stated, quote, 3 black males came into the store and robbed the clerk at gunpoint, end quote. Investigators spent the evening on the scene collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Chief Young stated that more information will be released as it becomes available. Anyone with information regarding the robbery is urged to contact the Meridian Police Department. The EMVDC hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony Tuesday morning for the Bonita Lakes Watershed Arboretum. The Arboretum is featured on one of the primary trails winding around the upper lake and consists of identification tags and QR codes on 85 different species of trees and woody plants. The new attraction was developed by the Meridian Tree Commission using seed money from Meridian resident Holly Wilkes to secure a grant. In other news, Lauderdale County will have a Household Hazardous Waste Amnesty Day on November 2nd from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Lauderdale County Agri Center on Highway 19 South. Accepted items include aerosol cans, paint thinners, batteries, tires, and expired medications, among others. I'm Cash Matlock. For more news updates, you can visit our website, or if you'd like to send in a tip, you can email tips@queencitynewsfeed.com.
Your home for mornings in Meridian is News Talk 102.1 WALT.
And good morning, everybody. Good Wednesday morning, the 23rd day of October. Glad you're out there tuned in to this, the 2 best hours of local live talk radio in East Mississippi and West Alabama. And of course, I want to start out by saying thank you for the company for allowing my key fob to continue to work on the back door, at least for now. I'm Roger B. Say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Yeah, here's the about it. Your key fob, it's
You're trying to bait me there, aren't you? Okay.
I
was
get a bite. Can't get a bite.
Yeah, Todd was at the back door, and I was just slowly holding up there. Beep. Oh, I'm in. That's good. Yes, because we have to keep security around here. That's for sure. Well, and one of the reasons why, because there's so many people after Charles Frazier. Well, Charles Frazier, how you doing, sir?
I'm hiding.
I'm
Yes.
hiding.
And he's hiding
Lock
the
the door.
He's hiding the pie.
Yes. Always hiding the pie.
Oh,
I don't know what that means, but
well, you got some pretty good pies down there at the shop. I'll tell you that right now. I like
well, we
that.
don't have to keep off down there.
Nah.
So,
Or at least that's what I'm treating.
come on in the front. Evidently, I missed a few things, like a good visit from the Board of Supervisors yesterday.
One board, one
One
member,
board.
one member of the
Member?
one board member.
Okay. Were there any board hosts?
Yeah, probably a lot of board listeners.
Board listeners? Because we had the.
No, he was great.
All right. Well, good deal. What would be some of the, if somebody missed it, what are the key highlights there?
Well, I mean, of course, everybody's talking about the property tax increase and the millage rate not decreasing in the county. And, it was kind of a tough situation to navigate through. But JJ, we kind of went through two of the big budgets here in the county. One of those obviously being the road department. It just amazed me to see the increased price just over like a 7-8 year period just for what they have to do to overlay a section of road. What was it?
Asphalt, doubled, but then they had renegotiated, but still.
It's like still about a 25-30%, for cost from what it was several years ago. So that's just the department. And of course, talked about the sheriff's department and their new budget, which Ward was on here last week to discuss that. But yeah, that was a pretty big highlight yesterday. Of course, the $9 million loan a lot of folks keep talking about for this business we're trying to get to come to town. So,
and this time it sounds like it's money that doesn't change hands unless there's a locked-in contract. Or deal going down.
I'm not
Like
sure
that.
about if it changes hands, we may actually receive, or the county may receive the money, but they're not going to access those funds. So it will stay in an account until it is signed, sealed, delivered. But JJ really had some great responses to that criticism of not lowering the millage and the increase in the budget and kind of what they were doing with that. And he took the stance of, hey, I'm a businessman and I'm going to run the county like a business, and I've got to be able to do. The board of supervisors have to be able to do the services that they need to and to fund these things. And so I think that he made some good points as far as that goes. I think he answered the questions, and some people are still going to be critical of it. Well, having said all that, you should have lowered the millage rate, and that's a fair point. But I think
from the political optics, it would be, the city council got kudos for, I mean, at least,
because they got elected next year.
that's right. We got a few years before the board of supervisors had to be reelected. So, despite the budgetary issues, I think I would have suggested as a board member, if I were there, to say, let's find a way to
lower it.
Give at least a token to saying, hey, but this is all we felt like we could lower the.
Although you could, but to lower it, 1 mil or something like that, lowering everybody, you're actually still increasing it. But that's really just political gamesmanship, and I think that people can see right through that and say there was no point in doing that. Why did you do that? Except for to say to people to go on the radio or other media
that's what I said.
See what we did, but it's political optics. You're exactly right.
And we would not have been probably talking about it as much as we had they done that. Is what my point would be.
No, I think that we would have been just as much saying, why didn't they lower it even more?
Oh, okay.
Well, and the one thing JJ did mention too, we talked about the misleading headline that said 20% increase of property taxes. The average here in Lauderdale is 9.6 instead of that 20% across the board. So, like I said, you saw your bill. I mean, it varies from individual to individual with your property. So that's just part of it, and it's not 20% across the board.
But we look at all of our other inflationary indexes, and we see that it's gone up even significantly more than that. And I tell you what, anybody who owns property wants it to increase by more than 9%. I want it to be worth more than that.
Yeah,
I just don't want to pay the taxes on that value. So it's kind of almost a catch-22. You want it to go up on one level, but not the other.
We want to have our cake.
And
eat it too.
Wow.
Now I'm quoting somebody from way back.
What's the point of having cake if you don't eat it?
That was some French girl. I don't even think she really said it.
She said, "Let them eat cake."
Well,
I don't know either way, but she said it in French.
I don't know. She said, "Well, I don't know." I don't even know how to say "let them eat cake" in French. I don't know. It's like, I could do a French accent, but that wouldn't get the point across.
That's good. Yeah.
Merci.
Hey, listen here.
Fromage.
That's cheese.
I know. Yeah. See, let them eat cheese.
Let me.
That's not what she said. Maybe cheesecake. That's what she said.
That's what he really said. And the guy that was writing this down was hard of hearing him. He missed the thermometer.
What is that? Yeah. Okay.
Mercy. Okay, well, we're having all kind of fun already here on the show. We're glad you're here. We want you out there to be part of it by picking up the phone, giving us a call at 601-485-9191. In the meantime, we want to thank our folks at Battery One Source for making this show possible, because John Dufour and his team down there with Brian and folks, they will make sure that you are treated fairly, and that if you need a new battery, they will sell you one at an affordable price, and they'll take good care of you. If you don't need a battery, they'll just kind of tell you, hey, we cleaned your post, and looks like you get a little more life in this battery. Come back when you need us.
That's right. And cell phone repair. How about that? Don't forget that.
Those screens do. How many people have you seen with broken screens? They try to show you something on their phone. It's
Every
like,
millennial I know has a broken screen.
Well,
it's a generational thing.
they need to go see SAD.
My son has a new phone broken screen already.
Wow.
2 days later.
Man,
What did they do?
wow.
Oh, no. Anyway. Yes, he does need to go see that. And of course, if you've got a golf cart as well, then they are the best golf cart service and repair place in town. 2618 North Frontage Road, in between exit 152 and 153, is where you will find Battery One Source and John Dufour and his crew. 601-693-1500 is the number. They're open 8 to 4:30 Monday through Friday. Battery One Source is your one source for all things batteries and cell phones and golf carts, and just so much.
So much more. All righty. Well, it sounds like you guys had some fun. Sorry I missed it, but glad to be back with you, at least for a little time before I have to go out again. But locally, everything kind of quiet. Heard you had to make a little break-in.
Shootings, robberies, just
Shooting. But no, anything new.
We're an uplifting city.
We are.
We are.
Bless you there.
Developing
Yeah. We're an uplifting.
uplifting city.
What are we lifting?
We're lifting up.
We're lifting up, but
We're
there must be
lifting
something. There must be an object to this sentence. Or
That's a good question. What is the object here? No, there's a report on TOK. I don't have it pulled up in front of me that we were voted, or was it voted, just nominated, or
I don't know
awarded?
if it was voted. I don't know who was doing the voting.
Well, anyway, somebody decided that we are one of 30, I believe, uplifting cities, and that's an index of giving and I guess it takes the pulse of the citizenry.
Well,
Uplifting.
good.
That's good. That's a positive thing.
That's
There
a
are a
positive.
lot of great things about this city. There's a lot of things that obviously we can work on, but so I thought it was a good. I don't know if it's an award or exactly how they characterize it.
Well, if we keep having these break-ins, it'll be just be known as a lifting city. Things
Lifting your wallet, from your back
things
pocket.
getting lifted everywhere. That's for sure. But no, I guess that's a good thing to say. That's
It is, and we ought to celebrate the positive things that happen here. And that certainly was something that was nationally recognized. And I don't know the article now. I can't seem to find it. Well, anyway,
that's all right. It's out there. Lifting city.
we hope so.
We were once a retirement city, if I remember correctly.
We can be a retirement and uplifting at the same time.
We're an uplifting retirement community.
Uplifting retirement.
Well, there you have it. Now, the last time when I left last week, there was an election going on, presidential race, and some Senate races.
Heard about
Anything
that.
going on with that?
Presidential election.
Have you heard about that? There's a guy and a girl. And a bunch of other.
McDonald's worker, I think. Well, both McDonald's worker. Well, one is one claims to be
You know, the
McDonald's worker, and the
fries-
other one actually did.
The fries are just fantastic.
They are
They're
fantastic.
just wonderful. It's wonderful.
Salted perfectly.
Well,
Just
they
the right amount of seasoning.
they might need to be a little bit careful now with McDonald's, because evidently there's a coli outbreak that has taken at least a life, and it's linked to a McDonald's quarter pounder
Trump
by
did.
the Central
I think he did, yeah.
Central.
Was it a Democrat that died?
Yeah,
About that.
Trump did it.
the CDC has made this announcement yesterday that the health officials are investigating an E. coli outbreak that sickened at least 49 people in 10 states, including one older person in Colorado who has passed away.
Why they got to stay older?
I don't know.
think that's nice.
I don't know, they singled them out there.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, they were older, so hey, they deserved it, or they had it coming. I don't know.
Nobody.
Or it was
It was their
expected.
time. Yeah.
The agency announced that the outbreak has been linked to McDonald's Quarter Pounder sold in those 10 states. And they have not given me the 10 states in this report.
Uh-oh.
Wouldn't you want to know which 10 states they are? I would. McDonald's said, though, in a statement yesterday, that initial findings from the investigation indicate that a subset of illnesses may be linked to slivered onions, which come from a single supplier. So I do have they pulled the quarter pounders from the menu in the affected states.
And
so
they are.
The affected states, Colorado is the most, obviously 26 people, and they mentioned that, but Nebraska, Utah, Wyoming, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Montana, Oregon, and Wisconsin.
Whew, missed the cut.
That's right. Those southern states.
All right.
Well, that was still funny.
Hardy.
Yeah. Well, this would be the opportunity for us to load up a refrigerator truck of quarter pounders from Mississippi and head out west and set up a
Saving the day.
roadside grill.
Yeah.
Making McDonald's great.
Donald,
again.
you do the fries.
Yeah.
He's good at that.
Does he do fries?
That's
And
what he
stage.
did.
Whole thing is stage ridiculous. Whole thing stage ridiculous.
Oh, that sounds like the voice of Tuscaloosa Ted, dude.
Yeah, whole thing was staged.
Oh man, Tuscaloosa Ted, were you alive back in the '80s when Bear Bryant passed away?
Yeah, I was there. It was a dark day.
You know, well,
Dark
it was,
day.
but I remember going to his graveside there in Birmingham, and the people had taken turf.
Yes.
People had literally come and peeled the turf up and taken it away from his graveside as a souvenir. Were you one of those people?
Amen.
You did it. You admit.
Amen.
You admit you were a turf taker.
Yeah.
All right. You probably got a patch in your yard that looked a lot like
No,
Bermuda.
right. Put a patch down in my yard. We're growing our own.
No, I didn't mean that. I love the grass.
Oh, that grass.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Legal now.
Oh, mercy me. All right. So,
The whole thing about it is, we talked about this, the McDonald's thing, and Democrats are going nuts about, it's so staged, it's so staged. And I thought to myself, all right, let's go back to the events where the Democrats did the staging, like when Biden got the shot that time. Yeah, you got the COVID shot. It was this big, grand gallery of media there, and he's on this makeshift stage, and they're giving WALT the gun here recently. He didn't know how to load a shotgun on his hunting trip. That was all staged too.
wasn't it great how they staged Trump going out to those construction workers during his trial and just kind of talking to them? Yeah, that was so well thought out and executed. I mean, it was such a stage event.
Well, we talked about this yesterday. It happens on both sides all the time.
But of course it was staged.
Yeah,
I mean, how would
exactly.
you think he just showed up in McDonald's and started cooking? I mean, of course they had to make sure that it was secure.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to secure the entire perimeter, and they also had to vet every person going through that drive-through. I mean,
Right.
how could it not be staged? And who would think that it wasn't? I mean,
And
really,
then-
it's kind of like, how dumb do you have to be to think that it wasn't completely set up? It's okay. What it showed was him working in that environment and saying, hey, I can relate to people. Well, maybe not, I don't know, but still, he's sending a message that he's, can relate to the common man. And, have him do an 8-hour shift at McDonald's. But that's a totally different story.
And then your good, and then your good friend AOC opens up her mouth yesterday and says, "Though he's just making fun of people that work at McDonald's. That this is not a hard time. He's making fun of." And she said, "He's making fun of us, like she's some kind of." So you can relate to the McDonald's worker now. Okay,
Last I remember, she was kind of a chatty bartender that became a congresswoman. I don't think she was out there dipping fries in grease and spreading them out and salting them, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but she may have done that. I don't know. I don't know her work history. I mean,
I don't know.
But
fair enough.
Yeah, but the funny thing about
I like
it
the
is
way she said, making fun of us. That's like, no, come on.
We make fun of her all the time, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
And by the way,
kind of
as
fair
I've
game.
told Michael Guest, she's still welcome to call our show. We'd love to talk with her. I would. That'd be a fun conversation.
So he does the McDonald's trip on Sunday. And McDonald's, the corporation, still cannot find a record of Kamala Harris actually working at a McDonald's. They have no employment record at all of her ever working at McDonald's. That's according to corporate and a lot of franchisees. They have no work record of her. And the left-wing media is panicking because they're trying to find it. They're like,
Yeah,
it's got
somewhere.
to exist out there somewhere. So it's like, you've been trolled. Move along.
Or
Nothing
worse,
else to see
they'll
here.
find it. You work there a week and fired. You know.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we didn't find it then. Yeah, no, still can't find it.
Yeah.
And the manager went into the owner's desk. Said, "What do I do with this file?"
Right.
Ditch it. Get rid of it. She was
Shred
never.
it.
She was
Shred
never
it.
here.
Never
saw
here.
her.
Well, nobody will be able to find the file that I worked at, Tips Quick Stop in Purvis, Mississippi when I was 15. I mean, that.
Well, yeah, but Tips Quick Stop isn't a corporation like McDonald's.
No,
so
it's
it
not.
wouldn't have files. Like
It was
that.
a
You
single
would think have
owner.
records of it.
It was a
You
one
got-
owner convenience store.
I worked at Burger King when I was 15 for
Really?
a summer, and yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sure they have a record of that.
Because you like people that want it their way.
I did not like it that way.
Keep it.
Nothing.
You like people that want to have it their way.
That was even before they came up with that slogan, I think.
No, that goes back to before you, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably 84.
Have it your way.
Oh.
Have it your way. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, advertising
It
works.
wasn't my way, that's for sure.
If you want to, help your
I did
business,
it my way.
if you want to
I
help,
like Sinatra, you know,
if you want your
they do it
business
their way.
to be remembered for 40, 50 years, just come on the radio. Let's put a nice little slogan together.
You're right.
601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show. You're the number one caller. I hope it's just not a misdial.
Oh no, it's a pretty good cut. I just wanted to say, I worked in high school at Burger Chef on 24th Avenue,
Oh, yeah.
and I've recently in the last year drawn my Social Security. On my Social Security form has the amount of tax that I paid $547. If you work there and you pay taxes, they have a record of it.
It's in the
Right.
IRS.
Yep.
Look at you. Look at
Exactly.
you. That's a great call. So you only made $500 that summer?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know, you really should have showed up for work every once in a while. Now let's think this through, though. You were making probably, let's see, Burger Chef 24. Were you making like $1.80 an hour?
Yeah, and I think it was $1.60, but it was in
Yeah.
70, 77, 76, 77, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Well, my milkshake.
Oh,
I'm probably the one that put all that tartar sauce on the fish sandwich for you that night.
Oh,
Carter.
it was
Enjoy it.
it was dripping all over me. My girlfriend was like, "Didn't you eat?" And I lost her actually because I didn't eat very neat. Like, well, she
Lost girlfriend over the tartar.
with the tartar.
Classic
I
country
just thought it was.
You
comical.
ruined my life.
I just thought it was comical. They can't find the record, but somehow or another they got a record of my tax
Yeah.
from
Mhm.
But now that doesn't specify in their records. It doesn't specify where the workplace was. You just specifies you earned that amount, right?
Right, but it ties you to a location. They can if they take it out, they can find it. I promise you.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's true.
But-
Good point. That's a good
But-
call. So now 24th. I'm trying to remember where it would have been. Really, I really wasn't there.
It's,
Didn't order my sandwich or nothing like that.
It's a woman's clinic there now.
Okay.
With an ethnic green stamp office straight across the street from it.
I know where you are now. Yep, that's where it was. Okay, Burger Chef.
Yeah, Burger Chef.
I remember those. Now, did they have hops that came out to the cars? I'm trying to remember. 'Cause I remember we had one in Hattiesburg, but I remember going into the store.
Yeah, no, you had to come in the hour.
Yeah, that was the way Burger Chef was set up. The one that I went to in Hattiesburg, it was right across the college down there on
Yeah.
Hardy Street. Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah.
You guys have a great morning. I was just going to throw that in.
Well,
Right.
thank you for throwing it in. Good call. Thank you for that.
All right, take it.
All righty.
I was born in a middle class family, and I worked at McDonald's.
All right. So your 15-year-old job when you were 15 at Burger King? Like 15, where did you work, Rob? 15.
I actually did some reporting at the Meridian Star in the sports department. That was my first job. Worked there, did a little summer job. That was my first one.
No wonder you saturated yourself in sports.
Yes, sir.
You
Started at an early age.
You surely did. Man, that's impressive. You're like one of these kids that knew your goals from the get-go.
Yeah, thank you to Austin Bishop for that too, by the way.
All right, Austin, good job wherever you are. Phone number 601-485-9191. Good morning, caller.
Oh.
All right, it's the Wolf, the Gray Wolf. How you doing?
Back in them days, I worked at T.H. Webb Steel Fabrication, which is now the main number one plant for structural.
Ah, yeah.
But I went to Burger Chef a whole bunch. And I had one next to my apartment in college. And my mama called me and she said, "What in the world are you doing twice a day? What's 321 and the other is 211?" I said, "Well, the 321 is the bacon cheeseburger combo and the 211 is the double cheeseburger combo."
Yeah, got a little extra for supper.
And variety.
And I think, no, I ate there back in them days. I could put some food away. But can you believe we wrote checks for $2.11?
Yes, I can believe that. Look what $2.11 would buy. If you buy back in those days, it'd buy 5 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gas was when I started driving? I want to say it was like 65, 76 cents a gallon.
Now 211 drop.
We were fretting about the time I entered the driving world. Gas had gone up to 50 cents. A little bit disturbed by it. It was bad. It's like, man, this is getting out of hand.
And now look at it.
Drill, baby, drill. Oh, man. Well, you went to Burger Chef, but now at 15. Now, this is your college age. So what was your job before college? You have any summer jobs, that mom and dad ever let you get out and go to work?
No. Like my T.H. Webb Steel Fabrication was high school.
Oh.
My college job, I coached swim team.
Oh.
Stem.
I remember Tommy Webb was my stepfather, so at 16, 15, 16, I was in the factory working 72 to 80 hours a week. Oh, my
Mm.
Oh my God.
You're going to do everything we ask everybody else to do.
Oh, no. I was the crew that had to stay later than everybody else, me and 2 other guys. We would work an 8-hour shift, and at 3:30 when everybody else punched a clock and went home, me and 2 other guys went outside and unloaded rail cars.
Woo. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to bring in my roofing story when I was also in my teens to kind of help top that machoism there.
I get it, macho.
Yeah, pulling up 5 gallons of fresh hot tar out of a pot and letting it splash out on you. You heave it up by a rope. Yeah, love that roofing work in July.
Yeah.
But the point here's the point is,
it would come right up without spilling too much.
But
Roger, anyway, you go ahead.
But no, I want this picture. I know. Well, we're trying to get as much up there as we could. Get it up there. No, but here's the picture. Look at the work we were doing, and we're not even made it to 16 yet. Maybe 17. Haven't made it 17 yet. Maybe a 16-year-old. But is that going on? I just need somebody to tell me. Is that going on now, or are people doing that? Are our teens out there doing that now, making some money for themselves?
Not near as much, because employers, it's you can't put a 16-year-old in this type of labor position anymore.
Yeah. Boy, we were so abused.
Workman's compensation doesn't allow it.
We were so abused.
And I don't know if you had to do it, but, you had to get papers signed by your parents.
Nope.
Saying it was okay for you to work for companies.
I don't remember that anyway. Of course, like I said, they were smaller companies, so it was like,
Yeah, after about 2 hot summers in the steel factory, I went and got my lifeguard certification. Said, you know what, sitting by the pool behind these fronts would be a much cooler job.
Mhm. Yeah. The summer up here in '78, with Glasgow Construction said, "Yeah, college sounds like a good option for me."
I did college, but I'm not real sure if I knew why I was doing it. I was doing it because everybody was supposed to do it. I thought.
And you told somebody, you said, "I'm going to find a way to make some easy money," and somebody said, "Well, why don't you go into insurance?" And look at you now.
Easy money. Yeah.
He didn't.
And I'm getting in early so I can have all my money counted by lunch.
Oh, okay. Good job. Good job. Hey, good call this morning.
All right, bye.
Oh, that's all right. Is there something else you didn't
It's
want
not.
to say?
We don't.
All right. Well, that's all right. We'll just take a break then. Well, we got another. Let's take another phone call.
Yep.
You've got the.
Yep.
Oh, you're the screener now.
Yeah, the screen.
I love it. 601-485-9191.
Well, good morning, gentlemen.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
It's a high sheriff.
Y'all sound like everybody's skipping down memory lane. I just couldn't stop myself.
Well, good deal. I tell you, what job did you have at 15?
Fairbanks scale. I cut the grass 3 out of 5 days with a push mower. And on Thursday and Friday, we cut the grass every week. And on Thursday and Friday was great days because I got to hang out with the maintenance guy, fun things with them. What that really means is the things they didn't want to do Monday through Wednesday that were nasty.
Got
They
saved
had
for
to do
you.
on Thursday and Friday. Yeah,
nice.
it was a lot of fun, though.
You saved that one for that Calhoun boy.
Well, listen, I got to wear hard hats inside. So I thought I was pretty cool getting to wear hard hats.
There you go.
So did that first summer, first real job, and then TG&Y. It was a TG&Y guy for 2.5, almost 3 years.
Wow, that was
Right when I was in college.
that was like the 70s version of Dollar General.
Yeah, kind of, well, a little above a Dollar General.
Don't sell them short
Yeah,
down there.
that's right. Gotta be nice.
Well, I mean, we had really our owl, Miss Morris, who recently passed away last week. Rita Morris, he was my manager,
Mm-hmm.
and Miss Morris did not allow you to leave boxes or like a hand cart in the aisle.
Yeah.
You did, and the store had to be clean, and I got locked in. TGY and Broadmoor is where Ace Hardware is today. Now I worked also at the one at College Park, but spent most of my time in Broadmoor. I got locked in that building several times where they would leave us in there, a couple of us strip floors and wax overnight.
Oh wow! Now, what age were you doing this work?
15. I'm pretty sure.
So abused.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. If I only knew then what I know now, I'd be a lot better off.
Amen.
There you go. Hey, it's
Those were the good old days.
our entry into the workforce in our teens, and well, evidently, I mean, it's been shown that our current generation is maturing a little bit later. We were, I guess, it was that boomer effect. I don't know.
You know, they used to, and I don't know if they have this program anymore at Meridian High School or at any of them. I guess I can ask. I'm actually on my way to Southeast High School today. I think I'll ask. But we got to leave school at, I think when you were a junior or senior, you get to leave school at like around noon and go to work. If you were going to work, it was like a co-op kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I remember, I did that. I need to ask them if they're still doing those kind of things today. Probably not. But it was good for me.
It was good. I say it's. I guess it made me a workaholic.
Me
He
too.
hadn't been here last 2 days, just for the record. Workaholic.
That was pretty good because I was sitting here, and the mind was clicking. I was going, well, Roger, I don't know what you do there is actually called work. You got to kind of show up to do it. And,
Yeah. That's a fair point. Mhm.
but I
Touche.
don't want to get too deep down in the weeds with you. I'm sure you were doing something else productive. I don't know what it would have been.
Not showing up, probably.
There you go. Working on some other things. That's right.
Yeah, well, we're headed out to Southeast today. They're having career day, so we're going to talk with some of the high school students about career opportunities in law enforcement this morning.
Well, go get you some future deputies.
But, hey, that's right. Plant the seed might not be here, but they might be somewhere. Got to plant the seed. Can't pull apples off a tree unless it's a tree planted.
Ooh,
There you
come
go.
on.
There
Good.
you go.
Yeah, good illustration.
Johnny Appleseed.
Thank you for that phone call, Sheriff.
Y'all have a great day.
Oh, I hadn't heard. TG&Y was good. Had a big toy section. Man, you go in there and
TG&Y.
yeah, it was just a kind of a
The local thing?
Yeah, no, it was regional. There was TG&Ys in different. I remember one in Alexandria, Louisiana. There was one. I don't remember where there were. There might have been one in Florida. Anyway, WT Grant was down in Florida. That kind of thing. I wonder what Billy Adam Calvert did when he was 15. Do you think he was working in the business supply business?
I would venture to think so.
I would
Thinking
think
about
so.
it at
You
least.
know, it's been a locally owned and operated, family owned and operated for 38 years. So that would probably put him back working there because he works there now too. He also works for us over at Jackson. Southern Business Supply. You know what I do? I did it yesterday. I went on their website and I ordered some things. It'll probably be delivered today. Can't beat that. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, that's easy.
Needed a cash box and little post-it notes. Ordered them.
So you really don't even work now in your however old you
It
are
took
now.
some work. I had to go on.
Oh, okay.
And navigate and had to pay for
Point and click.
It was tough. It was very easy. I mean, I can't lie to you. But I did not have to go out, hunt around one of those big box stores looking for something and not finding it, then trying to find it on another website that begins with an A. No, I just go to southernbusinesssupply.com, order all my business supplies, and they are delivered. And of course, they've also got all office supplies, janitorial supplies, the 5-gallon spring water coolers, break room supplies, and they have full lines of office furniture right there at the wonderful showroom at 5685 Dale Drive. You can call them at 601-485-2447. They're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, or just go to their website, southernbusinesssupply.com. When you buy local, your money stays here.
Rob, you know what I like about that?
What's that?
He's buying local. He's online, but he's still buying local.
There you go. Gotta love it.
Saving that gas is like $7 a gallon now.
Mornings in Meridian. We need to take this break. There's some callers coming in. Give us a call in a couple of minutes. We do have to get this break in because it's just we love our advertisers. We love them.
We got to keep the lights on.
They're not approved by the CDC or the FDA, maybe. Bad medicine.
You know, this is Fauci. You know, you
I'm bad at
gotta take your vaccine, you know. Don't forget to get vaccine. I'm Fauci. Don't forget your 7th dose. That's the booster. Boost. Known in school as Fauci. Yeah.
Mornings in Meridian. Gotcha, Charles. Gotcha. You like that one.
That's good. Hey, you like the Fauci. Yeah, all right. Bad medicine.
Forget about it.
Look, go ahead. Take the shot. I know it's bad medicine, but take it anyway. Mornings in Meridian. Glad you're out there tuned in. Roger, Rob, Charles. We got the whole team here this morning. Let's take a phone call. Good morning. Welcome to our show, caller.
Good morning, Lefty here.
Hey,
Number
Lefty.
2,
Sir?
and the dogs are barking.
Oh, what job did you have when you were 15 years old?
I worked at Toys, Guns, and Yo-Yos for a while.
TG&Y.
That's
Toys,
right.
guns, and yo-yos.
They got their money's worth out of you. I can tell you, especially if you were a stock boy.
Was that at College Park?
It was a college sport. Sure
Yeah.
was.
Okay,
Sure
gotcha.
was.
Yeah, okay.
I got to go around with my mop and talk to all the pretty girls in the store, and buddy, they had some too. It would made Phil jealous. Yeah.
Those are the girls that their fathers told them, whatever you do, don't marry a guy that is handling a mop. you want to get ahead and stay away from the guy with the mop.
And the yo-yos.
And the Yo-Yos.
Stay away from the yo-yos with the mops.
I wanted to make a comment.
Sure, go ahead.
Y'all believe that? I want to make a comment
Surprises me.
about Trump with McDonald's. You know, somebody that has an objective point of view, whether you're a fence-straddling independent or Democrat or Republican, how many Democrats have y'all seen, especially candidates, that go out amongst the people and, you know, jostle around with them and joke? And, you know, the way I look at it, and I'm proud to, it's coming up on my anniversary of my first time to vote for Reagan when I was 18. I was so proud of that, and I felt good about that, and I feel good about voting for Trump again.
Mm-hmm.
But that man has more money than he could spend. Wouldn't just somebody that had no opinion say, well, you know, he may be a patriot. He may be a patriot. You know, he's out here. He's concerned about the country, and you know, I would pay any Democrat to say something positive about that man. Say, well, he did this, he did that. That just about anybody would say, you know, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with what he did, but I just think that says a lot about that man's character, especially since getting almost assassinated. He's still out there, you know. He's it may have been a photo op, but heck, what isn't, you know, to some degree, especially after just about getting killed. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. You know, it's like, well, like I said, how many Democrats do you see that go out there, especially Kamala, out there amongst the people? And yeah, I would like to be accused of her employed by. But yeah, I mean, me too. You know, that's her mindset. But anyway, that was, you know, like I said, just anybody with an open mind saying, well, you know, Trump may not have a halo around his head, and trust me, he doesn't. But he does a lot more good.
I mean, a halo like Bill Clinton has? Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah. He had one.
A halo like John Kennedy had? Let's see. The list could go on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. How far back do you want to go?
Oh, wait a minute. Those are 2 Democrats.
I think they all had some skeletons in their closet to some degree, you know. But I think he's, you know, they're saying, oh, he's going to wreck the country. Well, he didn't wreck it the first 4 years. We're still here.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, that's just my thought. When I see Trump doing stuff like that, it kind of makes me proud to be an American, because I think he knows he is, and he hasn't forgotten. He probably always had a silver spoon to some degree, but he made I think he capitalized on the money that he inherited from he inherited $1 million from his father, and he did something with that money, and see what it's thrown into.
Oh yeah,
But, there's nothing wrong with being rich, and he's done real well for himself. He's capitalized on the American system, in my opinion.
I've never been employed by poor men.
That's right. That's right. So I'd be willing to say everybody that's been employed by Trump was probably going to vote for him more than likely, because I bet it benefited their life to some degree, especially when it comes to resume. Oh, you work for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Cohen won't do it, but anyway, the others might have.
Yeah.
He was on a retainer, wasn't he? All right. Anyhow, we're glad. Yeah, go ahead.
Talking about Burger Chef, I do miss the Burger Chef. Those were pretty good, cheap, quick hamburgers. And, they all have a certain taste. Burger King's got theirs, McDonald's got theirs. Burger Chef's tasted different than anybody else, and I thought they were pretty good. But,
yeah. Well, thank you for keeping the floors clean and in TG&Y and toys. They didn't have guns at TG&Y, did they?
Yes, they did too.
They did. Okay.
Really?
Well, they were above.
And Sears, you could buy shooting arms at any of those places.
As long as they had yo-yos.
I remember.
They had toys, guns, and yo-yos.
I remember my brother-in-law. He bought a 410, not a TG&Y, but it's called Gibson. He bought a 410 at Gibson.
Now, I remember Gibson.
Yep.
I sure do.
Anyway,
Howard Brothers too.
Howard Brothers, all these good, fine retailers there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sir, again, let's say a big thank you to the folks at Bentonville, Arkansas, and other places that made those stores obsolete.
Yeah.
That's right. Good old Shadowmark.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. Good to hear from you, sir.
I'm listening for the Harris's input.
Okay. We appreciate you.
All right. See you later.
All right. Carry on. Get that mop in your hand and clean that floor.
Yes,
After the show, why don't we take a ride up to Philadelphia and take a look at the Toyotas at Doc's Toyota?
Well, you can. That's easy enough to do. Or you can go online. It's that easy. DocStoyota.com.
Right after I order my business supplies from Southern Business Supply,
Of course.
slip
Next
over
site you
to
go to.
look at there. Still
DocStoyota.
looking online and buying local.
Amazing.
Oh,
That's
that's awesome.
And of course, they've got all kinds of 2024 Camrys, Tacomas, 4Runners, Thunders, Highlanders, Priuses,
Pre-I.
and of course, the new Land Cruisers too. Good vehicle, as well as a very large, some might say, new selection of pre-owned inventory. All been through the rigorous multi-Toyota inspection process. You know you're getting a good quality used vehicle. Check them out online, DocStoyota.com, or just take that short drive right up the road to Philadelphia, Mississippi, and you can see all their inventory in person. But if you're online, you can even buy a vehicle online. How cool is that? Can't beat that. And of course, there's a service department up there. Every dealership has a deal. Some of them you get the toaster, the microwave, the air fryer. Who knows? You don't need that stuff. Well, of all the deals around, there is
No deal.
no deal.
Doc's deal. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
What's funny about this election coming up is that everyone says democracy is going to be destroyed with Trump, and he's going to lock up all the liberals in these prison camps and all of them, just all this fear mongering.
I think you should.
But Bill Maher, who still has his show over on HBO, you know what he has said about all that? He said, "You know what? If Trump gets elected, I'm still going to do my show. I'm still going to write jokes about him, and we're just going to keep pressing on." And I'm like, there's a guy who gets it. He's a liberal. He's a big Democrat. But he's like, you know what? I'm still going to do my show, still going to write jokes, and we're still going to go on here.
He's a Democrat. He's a liberal. And he's also been critical of the Democrat.
Exactly.
He's a pragmatic liberal.
Yeah. But I just thought that was a good statement he made. He's like, I'm still going to go on here. I'm not going to be, whatever. And I want to go back and say, what happened during the last 4 years of the Trump administration? I don't remember any prison camps or things like that. So right now, it's a campaign of just straight up fear right now. That's the last part.
If he does start some prison camps, I got a few names I'd like to see.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Just saying.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay, maybe there's a little something.
Yeah, maybe
there's
something.
a little wrong with that. All right.
No. This is not. Look, the love he has for this country.
He's Hitler.
The love he has for this country to be where he is through all he's been through. I don't think he's not going to wreck it. Not at all. Mornings and let's see. Oh, what do we have? Low fuel prices, low inflation, affordable housing. Let's see. No wars around the globe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he made a mess this first time around, didn't he? Mercy. I don't know. Maybe I should reconsider. Have mercy. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Good morning. Welcome back to the second hour of the 2 best hours of local live talk radio. Peace out there, Rob Meckens there. That's for you Facebook people that are out there watching us. Thanks for being out there. Doing a little Nixon, are you? Yes. Roger B back with you for a few days. And of course, Ron Atkinson in the house. And thank you to Charles Fraser.
Well, you're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but hey.
Well, I'm thanking you for knowing that Trucker Supply is a great place to go for your everyday tool needs, or even at this time of year, even some Christmas shopping.
Kind of 60 days away, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and they just celebrated that 55th anniversary on Friday, too.
I had to be away, but I hope that went well.
Yeah, the big event down there. Good stuff.
Did Alex come on the show with you?
Absolutely. Alan did.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. I'm glad he was here to highlight the events. But what can I find there at Trucker Supply?
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah. All that you would ever need is a Trucker Supply. Of course, one-stop shop for all of your tools. Tools. You know what they are? I don't know how to spell it. But you know what
I've used them.
Have you?
Yeah, they're great.
10 times the gripping power, am I right?
They're channel locks with 10 times the gripping power of your average channel lock.
Like on steroids.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They're like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of channel.
And it helps when you got to hold a bolt tight while you're tightening with another. Yeah. I'm just
but
saying.
you know what? It is also Milwaukee Tool Central right there. It's the Milwaukee Tool Superstore here in Meridian. Like Milwaukee Tools, and who doesn't? Made right here in the state of Mississippi. They've got everything they've ever made and ever will right there at Trucker Supply. All of those cordless power tools, saws, drills, impact drills, sanders, grinders, cutters, routers, you name it, they've got it. They've all got those interchangeable batteries. So one battery works on all the products. It's amazing. And of course, Yeti. Who doesn't like Yeti? I'm drinking my hot coffee, still hot, out of a Yeti mug because it keeps it hot 4 hours. It keeps your beverages cold as well. You know what they do. And of course, they got the coolers, the lunch boxes, even got Yeti dog dishes. Woof. That's exactly right. Go see them. Trucker Supply, 518 Highway 19 South. You know where they are. It is Tool Central. Go get something. Go get some nice tools for that special person for Christmas, 60 days away.
All right, please do it.
Trucker Supply Christmas.
It's beginning to look like a Trucker Supply Christmas. Oh, it's a new song. Let's work on that.
Yeah, you need to work on it.
601-90 is the time. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning and good morning.
Good morning.
I like listening to y'all.
Well,
Yep.
Why?
I'd like to tell y'all a quick story that probably happened about 30 years ago
Yeah.
in California.
Okay.
There was a woman. It was about 9 o'clock at night, and she was riding down the road. She saw this blue light in the rearview mirror. Well, she pulled over, not knowing what to do exactly. If she wanted to be sure the policeman knew that she was safe, so she rolled out, turned off the ignition, put both hands on the door. Well, the policeman came up, said, "License registration, please." She looked at him. She said, "What have I done?" Well, he looked at her, said, "Look, lady, the reason I pulled you over is because you were weaving left and right, left and right, left and right, and it's about 9 o'clock tonight. Now that I'm looking at your face, your eyes are real glassy, and I'm thinking you might have been drinking. Where were you between 5 and 6? Well, she looked at him and said, "Officer, I was in kindergarten."
Oh.
He's looking at her license. He says, "Okay, Miss Harris, what is your first name? I can't spell it. I can't read it. It's comma."
Oh.
Turned out she was giving the weird answers way back then. Nothing comes straight out of her mouth.
Oh, mercy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm through yelling and screaming at y'all now. Have a great day.
Well, I'm glad you yelled and screamed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. That was fun.
Come along.
Where were you between 5 and 6? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, she's going to be doing one of those hard-hitting town halls
Can't
today,
wait.
too.
I'm so looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
CNN's going to ask her the tough questions. Anderson Cooper's going to ask her the tough
Oh,
questions.
yeah, we will, too.
the tough questions.
You can always rely on Anderson to take care of it. Yeah, that'll bless his heart.
Yeah, I was reading an article here a few seconds ago. The differences between the campaigns right now. Trump is out here doing rallies and she's taping interviews. So, and also speaking of interviews, I think this is a big moment for Trump on Friday. He's going on the Joe Rogan show Friday. That's a very wise decision for him to go on that program because a lot of independents listen to Joe Rogan, and it's a very, very popular show there on Spotify.
Well,
and I think that's a big moment for Trump.
Not only it's got a huge following, but a lot of young people listen to that, and so that's kind of surprising.
Yeah,
and, I know Rogan fan is, so we'll see how that plays out, but it should work to his advantage, I would think.
Not scared to do those things, right?
Ain't
there.
scared.
I'm pretty sure Rogan's not going to brush away from any tough questions.
No.
So.
It's like he was telling Kilmeade. He says, we do something good for better or for worse, but we'll talk. He'll go anywhere, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Come on our show.
If I could get his number, we probably could get him.
Okay.
We probably could get
listen here, Meridian, Mississippi is a fantastic place. Glad to be on the program this morning. Listen here. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's right. 601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. How are you doing?
MAGA morning to American Patriot.
Yes.
Hello, Has.
I bet Has has got Trump's number.
Well, I tell you what.
Well, we're
I
asking.
think you could get Vladimir Putin on your show before you could get the chief of police on your show.
Oh, wow. Vladimir.
Yeah,
Hello, Mr. Putin. Yes, I'm on your show. Happy to tell you.
Yes, if long as it's in
he probably wouldn't be scared to answer the tough question. He probably have a solution for the crime of Meridian.
Bet he would.
Mr. Putin, who would you like to have as our president?
I have the German solution, the Eisengruppen. Yeah, the SD division of the WALT and SF. That would stop it.
Ooh, mercy.
Yeah. Start decorating these phone poles. But here's the deal. WTOK. Meridian. It's time that you get your own security guard, armed security guard. Because here's the deal: you have the greatest store, you've got good products, you've got good personnel, and they're working. If your clientele doesn't show up to buy your products, you go out of business, and people are not going to shop where they don't feel safe.
No.
And I don't know exactly where you would feel safe. I guess maybe at the altar of St. Patrick's, maybe passing out you for wafers or something. Maybe, I don't know. But like I said, it seems to be an everyday thing. The shooting is every day. I guess there's so many shots calls, they just can't report on all of them. But you wake up, smell the coffee, and say, yes, we have a problem. We need to do something about this problem. But as far as these robberies and stuff, the only thing that's going to stop it is either you go out of business or some of them get laid in the ground and come tags and bags at you. Once they know that people are not going to take it, but they will shoot and kill them, maybe it will stop. But it's like these CEFCOs and stuff like that. They won't let them people be armed. They're sitting ducks on a pond waiting to be shot because of the liability deal. It's all about money at the end of the day.
Do you remember the story that Billy Jack told on the show years ago about the liquor store robberies that were going on in Meridian?
I do.
You remember that story? What was the reason that it stopped?
Well, we used to have a thing we'd scream at ROTC along with kill commies for God and money, is you have to kill the peace. You've got to get rid of the evil, and the best way to do it is with a bullet. Because it's done, man. It ain't gonna come back. It's not gonna regenerate. Once they throw the dirt in the face, it's over with. So everybody needs. If you're not armed up, you need to. And don't just go buy a gun and buy some bullets that fit it. No, no, no. Learn that weapon. Learn how to maintain it. Learn how to clean it, inspect it. Go out and do the live fire. Actually shoot the weapon. Be proficient with it. Because if you do the other, you just buy the weapon and buy the ammo. It's a false sense of security. You'll probably get killed with your own damn weapon. Here's the deal. These people that you have to pull down on, they've looked at the business end of a gun before. And like a dog, they can sense whether you've got what it takes to pull that trigger. Here's the gospel house. It comes out of the holster, comes out of the purse, comes out of the pocket. The talking is over. Talking is over. And as long as they're flopping, you keep popping. Yes.
Mercy.
Don't let James will say, leave Jesus at home. Take that Smith & Wesson.
Well, you need to take Jesus with you everywhere you go. But the point is, in the story was that I think there was.
That's the question you need to ask.
Oh, he can. His aim's perfect. Anyway, the point is, Billy Jack said that when the person was dropped at that store, it took them a little while to get all the officials there and pick up the person, and it was just kind of a little example to the community. You know, this has to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, as long as it's easy pickings, and as long as they know that they're not going to get any resistance, as long as they know they probably not going to even get caught because of MPD, it will continue. And, you know, downtown where Mr. Charles' place is, even the nicest place, you're one major instant away from locking your doors. Once your crowd quits coming, they're scared to come, they ain't spending their money with you. You can force people to come through that door. And it's going to take one major instance for any business, not just one, any business, and it'll be done. I'm surprised they haven't had a stabbing or shooting in Walmart, but it's coming. It's coming.
Well, let me ask you the question of the day, Hal, because we covered this the first hour. This is really important. We were talking about how abused we were at 15 because we had jobs outside the home. Rob and Charles and myself and other callers, we went to work and we were 15 years old. What job did you have at 15?
Well, I'll tell you what, I had an 8-hour job working with Martin Camp and forestry for NAS Meridian when I was 16 years old. I've always been kind of big. Yeah, I had an 8-hour damn job every day. And I'm working I worked construction labor for DB Bonner from there until the time I went to work for National Guard in the summers.
Wow.
Yeah, I know about work. I do.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, you've got a system, this welfare and these projects. These kids grow up in that attitude. You know, they know all I got to do is just do what I want to do because I'm going to have free housing, free food, free utilities, everything else. So I can just run the road, sling dope, shoot, and do whatever I want to do. But you've got to have, the system has got to work. You've got to have hard judges. You've got to have juries that will convict. You've got to have MPD that can even give the facts of the case before the grand jury. And you've got to put people away. You've got to set the example. Here's another something. You know, I believe in either use it or lose it. We've got an individual in Mississippi on death row that has been on death row since 1976. Now, Peanut Jimmy, the governor from Georgia, was the president in 1976. He's still on death row. He's like 78 years old. Now, where is the justice for the victim's family? Justice delayed is justice denied. Either use it or lose it. Just say we're too big a wuss to put people to death. We're just going to put them in prison for life.
Yeah, that's why they have so many states to do away with the death penalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just We just ain't got what it takes. But once law breaks down to a certain level, vigilantism comes back. And you will see it in your time that people will take the law into their own hands because they have no faith in the criminal justice system. And these people that are out doing these crimes in Meridian and shooting and stuff, they have absolutely no fear of apprehension, prosecution, or punishment. None of the above apply because they absolutely don't care. And all of this prayer vigilance and sing songs of crap, it will not do a damn bit of good. Take a bite out of crime, fill up one body bag at a time. Roger that.
Okay, there you have it. Roger that. States that without the death penalty include Alaska, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Iowa, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Those are the ones without the death penalty.
That's a list.
Again, we made the cut. Or we didn't make the cut or something.
Well, made some kind of list.
Pretty much all your southern states have it.
Yeah.
Just wanting to let you know. Your southern states got it. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California. Okay. I've been everywhere, man.
So crime in Meridian, guys. Frazier, what do you think?
Well, he said Cameron's been robbed twice this week. I knew about the one time. I didn't know about it another time. So that obviously is concerning. And shooting at Popeyes, yeah, it was not covered. That was kind of a sort of on the rumor mill.
Was there a death at the Popeye shooting?
There was reports of 70 to 80 shots fired, something like that. So significant amount of shooting going on. Window was broken there, and but nobody was hit. But that doesn't mean that okay. I mean, it's really just a funny situation.
80 rounds.
That's what one eyewitness had reported. 70 to 80 rounds, something like that. So I don't know who's counting that and how they assess that. But anyway.
Well, once you get through 20, 25, 30 rounds.
40, 50. Whatever.
We'll just round it up to the highest decimal point.
100. It's 150 at least. Regardless, it's a lot, and it's a major concern. And, there was no, of course, no statement by the police department. There's any problem. Obviously, with the incident at Cameron's, there was a statement from Chief Young about the suspects, 3 black males. Pretty much all she said. We're looking for him right now.
So do we have the new map now for inner city schools where you say, okay, BB has he has 17 bullets in the clip, but nothing in the chamber. How many opportunities does he have to just fire?
Carry the one.
Yeah,
track that.
It's that achievement test, they have. It's different. It used to be just a train leaving Philadelphia headed westbound, a train leaving St. Louis going eastbound, at such a speed, and you kind of figure that out. But now we got a different way to do the math questions in our achievement test.
Well, I mean, it just makes you wonder, as far as the mayor is concerned, we haven't heard from him obviously in quite a while. Yeah. We do have a race coming up next year. That's going to be a pretty easy platform for challengers to run against the current mayor if he is going to run again. I've not heard if he is going to run again or not.
601-485-9191. Got a couple of minutes before the break. Good morning, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah. When they party downtown at 30 at night, police that are blocking traffic.
I don't know.
They go up party.
Oh, yeah. Back on Saturday.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. There's a little bit of information. Gotcha. How's the beach look today?
Kind of chilly.
Yeah. Did you go to the beach this weekend?
Previous engagement at home.
Oh, man. I hate it when life gets in the way of fun.
We will be heading there this weekend.
Well, good. Enjoy some sand on our behalf.
I'll be putting out some
Oh, okay. That works. That works. Drop a few off on the way down.
Just a few extra ballots while I'm in Florida.
There you
Plenty.
go. Sounds good. All right.
Early, often.
Vote early, vote often. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Man, that's great.
Appreciate
Appreciate you. Thanks for being out there. That'll be fun getting out there, getting it done. Glad you're out there, folks. We're going to come back after this break and talk a little bit more, take some more calls. Remember that number to dial up is 601 485 9191, 601 485 9191. Get you right here. You can talk to Rob, you can talk to Charles, you can talk to me, you can talk to all three of us. And you can talk to everybody listening out there. Pretty cool. We'll be back. Stay with us. Oh, yeah. Little Dwight Yoakam there this morning.
He was just in Brandon last weekend.
Well, last weekend when he was in Brandon, he was only 66 years old.
Wow.
But today he's 67.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So a big happy birthday to Dwight Yoakam.
Wait.
And of course, let's see other birthdays. Weird Al Yankovic. He's already 64.
Wow.
How about them apples there? Other birthdays include Ryan Reynolds. Does the funniest little cell phone commercials. He's 47 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to Ryan Reynolds. Let's see other birthdays. Here we come down. Hey, born on Nancy Grace. I know you love her. 64.
Here's the every living daylight.
She is a very young.
Yeah. I want to cross her.
I'd like to interview her husband. Does she have a husband? Be nice to interview.
I'm going to search that real quick.
Find the man of the year. Poor guy.
And TV personality Megan McCain, 39.
Mm.
Oh, here's one for you. Born on this day, Johnny Carson, 1925. He would have been 98 years old.
She does have a
Where's
husband.
Johnny?
She does have a husband.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
His name is David. They've been married since 07.
Oh,
I'd love
okay.
to interview.
I would love to interview.
unavailable. for interview.
Oh, I know you guys. She scares you on the air, but let me tell you what. When she gets off the air, she's just. I call her Cupcake.
I bet you do. Okay.
That's our little Cupcake. Oh yeah.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorn. Don't scorn that.
Or Nancy Grace.
Or
Yeah,
Nancy
for that matter.
Grace.
Yeah. We sleep in separate rooms.
Separate houses. I think would be wiser. You live down the road.
Brings a whole new
Next
meaning to the
town
word
over.
packing.
I slowly put my key in, open the door, easy,
Peek around,
peek around the corner.
tiptoe. Yeah.
David, why didn't you do the laundry I asked you to do? You can take the clothes out of the dryer, for Pete's sake.
But honey, shut up.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
But honey, shut up. I got a whole skit here for the Nancy Grace.
Not a lot of grace there.
Well, I've been investigating, David, and it looks like you've been spending on the credit card where you're not authorized to do that.
Honey, I told you, shut up.
I'm talking to you.
You speak unless I speak to you.
But Cupcake. And quit calling me
Or I
Cupcake.
will lock you in your room the rest of the night.
That would be a good thing.
Don't worry. I'll go lock myself in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Nancy Grace's husband, David. Oh, that's not fair. We really need to meet him so we can know for sure. Anyway, let's all start on the happy birthday list. So happy birthday if today is your birthday. And of course, you may want to just, I don't know.
Aside from Nancy Grace.
Where's a good place to go and get something to eat on your birthday?
Well, the Queen City Truck Stop at the Magnolia. Well, the Magnolia Restaurant inside the Queen City Truck Stop is the
Yes.
place to go. You know what they get today? Wednesday, we got chicken and dumplings.
Mm.
There's not a better way to celebrate your birthday. Of course,
Nancy
hamburger-
Grace is sitting there on the TV screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very appetizing. Hamburger steak, onions and gravy. They got the fried or grilled pork chops, and they got chicken tenders, and they've always got the veggie plates. Those things are great too. And Rob, favorite, the bigger burger. How big is it? It's the humongous hamburger.
Very large.
But it doesn't really work well with humongous hamburger. That's why they call it the big burger, because they're smart like that. That's just good marketing. And of course, they have a long haul breakfast as well. If you're a long haul truck driver, or even if you're not, if you're a short haul truck driver, that will keep going all day long. What's great about the Magnolia Restaurant? Well, pretty much everything, but they also never close. They're always open. So whenever
Always
you're hungry, go down there and see them. And here's what you do. Got a lunch break, you call them, and by the time you get up there, the food is hot and ready, and you can either dine in or take it with you. 601-482-0259 is their number. That is for the Magnolia Restaurant inside the Queen City Truck Stop, exit 150. Go see them.
All righty. It's Mornings in Meridian. We can continue the calls. Call us at 601-485-9191. 601-485-9191. Guys, can you believe we're this close to the federal election?
Yeah, 13 days away, and Trump is going to be in. Trump's going to be in Georgia today. It looks like Riley Gaines is going to be at the rally with him today. Georgia.
Is he cooking up some hot dogs?
That's great. Yeah. So, of course, the last time he was in Georgia, he had that town hall hosted by Harris Faulk. There was nothing but women in the crowd, or at least that's how they identified.
How did that go?
But when he made the statement about women, transgender individuals, women's sports, he's like, no, we're going to ban that federally. That's what we're going to do that, and the whole place just erupted. So
Wow.
that really struck a big nerve there with the women there in the crowd about. I mean, that right there that's a simple issue right there. I don't see the argument here by the left on this one. So,
well, the argument is, they've gone down a path, and now they've got to that point, and they cannot do it. They cannot backtrack on it, and so they box themselves in by saying we have to support that. I guess because we have no choice. And everybody who's practical says it's ridiculous. What are you doing?
Well, and this is what's embarrassing too in the volleyball world. That sport is just exploding like crazy all over the country. San Jose State has a player on their team that was born a biological male, but they are allowing him to play on the women's team at San Jose State, and haven't been able to play a match. School does like we're not playing you.
Right.
We're canceling this ticket for. We're not playing you because it's not fair.
And I think those schools need to stand up like that.
I know one of them was Boise State. I can't remember who the other school was. They're like, we're not playing. We're not doing it. We'll take the
Girls these days.
Yeah.
I got you with Grouchy Fauci, and you got me with Girlsy State. I like that.
It's like, come on, guys. This is an easy deal. So,
especially with volleyball, you got guys. I don't know how big the guy is, but
just imagine when
6'4", and
when he goes up to the ball, when he goes to spike that ball. I mean, there's been instances where this has happened, where there's been concussions. There's been women that have not been able to compete again because they've been severely injured. It is not fair. And I guess we're just going to take Title IX and just completely rip it apart and just throw it to the wayside.
Well,
that doesn't mean anything.
I mean, as far as injuries go, I guess that would be the same. I mean, guys could be injured. There's men's volleyball, and so I don't know that. I guess men are a little more durable or resistant to injury, but I mean, they could still be injured in that. But more importantly, it's denying women who have worked their butts off throughout high school, junior high, all through the volleyball league, a place on that college team. Or somebody who's pretending to be a woman, is basically what that is. With all the physical advantages that males have in sports, with the exception of gymnastics, probably. But beyond that, I mean, length and size are big players in sports like that. Well, pretty much all sports. I can't really think of one where it doesn't factor in, unless you're a jockey. Then you want to be small. Anyway.
Girls were girls and 911. So we could use a satellite like
Okay, just a little throw out there. Since we're on the topic there. Hey, good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning.
Welcome to our show.
This morning, y'all started out talking about jobs that you had when you were young, growing up.
Yeah, about 15, maybe 16 years old, maybe 14.
Well, I was a little younger than that. I was part of the child labor exploitation.
Oh, hey.
I was about 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there. And I worked at Red Hot. Worked in the restaurant.
Yeah. Okay.
My job title was bus boy.
Okay. And it had nothing to do with buses, did it?
Had nothing to do with buses. So I cleaned tables, and I also did anything else that Granny and Mama said to do. Sweep floors, mop the floors. Granny told me one day, said, "Here, take this butter knife, and I want you to get up under all these tables and scrape off the film."
Oh.
And I said, "Granny, nobody even knows it's there." She said, "I know it's there, and I don't want it." And that was the end of the conversation.
Wait a minute. You just had to do what she said then. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I remember my first payday. We paid in cash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It red hot. There was no use in writing a check because the waitresses or whoever else to get them cash there anyway.
Yeah.
So I opened up that envelope. Me and Granny were sitting at the table. She said, "Let me see what you got." We opened it up, and there was $24. Now, I was working from 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening, 5 days a week.
Well, sure.
So
Yeah.
that comes out to about 60 cents an hour. So,
Sure.
yeah, I was part of the child labor exploitation. But anyway.
Reminds me. Go ahead.
No. It reminds you.
It reminds me of my first entrance into the child exploitation. When my dad managed a poultry farm in Central Florida, I did get to pick eggs during the summer, gather eggs. It was only about 25,000 hens, and I think over that whole summer, working about 6 to 8 hours a day, I did make about $300.
Yeah.
Of course, that was 70. That was about 1970.
But me and Granny were sitting at the table. We opened it up, and there's $24. And she said, "Just a minute." And she picked up $1, and she went to the cash register, and she made change out of that $1.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Okay, here's $2.40. Put that in the offering plate Sunday. Here's you $1.60, and we're going to put the rest of it in the bank."
Oh.
And I said, "Why do I only get $1.60? And she said, "Because you ain't got anything you need to buy." And that was the end of the conversation.
There you go. There.
That was it.
That's good.
You were, sir, I just have to bow down. You are the abused of the abused, right?
So, yeah. But, hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working. Yeah, it was hard work a lot of times, but it was enjoyable. And you'd be surprised how much fun 10 or 11 boys can have with some of these waitresses just picking back and forth at each other, pulling little pranks.
Well, I'm glad you clarified that.
Where we going?
I'm glad you clarified that.
All eyebrows were raised in the studio.
We had a lot more than just child labor law.
Yeah. But it was enjoyable. And I've got a lot of good memories from it.
Yeah.
And bad memories from it too.
But it was part of your development. I mean, these jobs we're talking about when before we're of age in the workforce. This was part of good character development. I mean, what that money going in the bank, that was one of the best things that she could have done for you.
Yeah, right. And as my kids aged and started working, that's one of the things that I would instill in them. Save your money, because you never know when you're going to need it. But working, we started our kids out working early, and they enjoyed working. They enjoyed that paycheck that they got, So yeah, starting a child out working early is good. It's a good thing for them.
Now, have you been in therapy because of all this abuse you took as a child?
They won't let me in therapy anymore.
They kicked you out of therapy. All right. Yeah.
They kicked me out of therapy. Yes, because they said, "What are you thinking?" And I'd say, "You do not want to go there. You do not want to go there."
That's right.
You don't want to know what's going on in this head.
How do you feel? How do you feel? I love it. Well, good story. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah. All right.
Say that.
We always like stories of child exploitation. I mean,
Well, and see,
it's a family show.
See, that's what we call it today. We call it child exploitation today, when back then it was character
Well,
development.
now, wait a minute. My kids started working at 10 at the restaurant.
Yeah, they were there. So, I mean, but that was part of their development as
Well, kind of had to, right? So, I don't know if he said he enjoyed it. I don't know if my kids enjoyed it.
You haven't heard that from your kids, have you?
No, I think they recognized it was good for them.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, let's talk about our next sponsor and because all of our sponsors seem to have been brought up right because they're good people with good products.
Yes, they are. And Martin Roofing.
Oh, Doug.
Doug and Doug. I bet Doug Jr. started working real young on those roofs.
Yeah.
I mean, he is an expert in them. And all you got to do is call 601-485-5920. That'll get you in touch with Doug or probably Stacy. And just set up an appointment. They will come by and check this out. They will give you a free estimate. And they'll inspect your roof for damage. They're going to tell you what's wrong with it. They're going to tell you how much it is to fix it for free.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. And, of course, they've been doing roofing right for over 30 years. Locally owned and operated, licensed in the state of Mississippi. Take pride in standing behind the work. Start through cleanup. And I mean, cleanup is like they were never there. They get a brand new roof and it don't leak.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It is awesome. And they're just great folks. You see their signs all over town. There's a reason for that because everybody uses them. They are the reputable, honest, trustworthy roofer here in town. Give them a call, 61485-5920 for Martin Roofing.
Babylon D strikes again. Investigation reveals Trump's role in Home Alone 2 was staged.
Oh, of course it was. He was acting.
Wow. That was discovered. That was just discovered?
And also, Babylon D has reported that Trump will be hosting the next season of Dirty Jobs.
Babylon D rules, man.
I bet he'd do it. I bet he'd do it.
Well, presidency's not the dirtiest job.
Whoa, there you go. Excellent. Excellent. We'll be back. From Hollywood, it's The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. Join Johnny and his guests. Yes, Rob Atkinson.
They say Johnny's around. We're going to find the flashlight and the shovel, right?
And restaurateur, yes, Charles Frazier.
I'm here too.
There you go. All right.
Shoveling a flashlight.
Yeah, so we can find Johnny.
If you're my age,
Dig him up.
if you're my age, a little bit younger, you probably know what that song means when you hear it.
I thought you were going to introduce Jay Leno.
No.
Yeah, now look where the Tonight Show is now.
Where is it?
Well, we went from
Jimmy
being
Fallon.
we went from being appealing to all political parties to pretty much narrowing your audience down to one.
Yeah,
Is
making
that
fun
safe
of
to
all
say?
of them, and now we're right. We're just making fun of one. At
Well,
least SNL is making fun of both.
Well, they used to make fun of all of them, but now they are hating now on these shows. They're not.
Haters.
Yes,
Haters.
they've aligned themselves. That's pretty fun.
Nobody watches it anyway.
Uh,
Ratings.
so,
Like watching CNN.
well, I would like to see a good. Where would I go to get a good current ratings list for all the different TV shows? I would love to see it. I'd like to know who won. Go on their website. I know I've been in a broadcasting business. You think I can do that?
Throwing that out there.
Is that an idea?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Ratings, what's that? I tell you, I'll ask Grouchy Fauci if he knows.
We don't need no stinking ratings.
Well,
Much magic. But either way, we don't need them either.
need them. Well, we do need to thank people that help make this show possible. And we are so glad. Of course, we talked about Martin, but there's a time. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. If you're driving around in this town, you're eventually going to have a scratch, ding, nick, or crash, and you're going to need to get your automobile repaired. So why not just go to the premier place to have it done? Like
It's the only place.
Premier Paint and Body.
Friday, the results like new. No job is too small, whether it's a ding and a scratch, somebody keyed your car, or something a lot worse. They can fix that too, and of course, they'll give you a free and work with your insurance company. And all of their work has a lifetime warranty. They've been doing it for over 30 years. They know what they're doing at this point. Premier Paint and Body, led by Ty Booker, but he's got a great crew with just years, like 100 years of experience on that hardworking, dedicated staff. That is Premier Paint and Body, right next to Johnson Dodge on Highway 39 North 85, Monday through Friday, 601-482 Paint. See what they did there? Premier Paint and Body, 482 Paint.
Yeah.
Go see him.
A listener here who I know very well, talking about 10 years old, mom giving her a razor blade to scrape paint off of the baseboards while she's at work.
The paint. Did you do the paint afterward?
I guess they painted the wall, had some specks on the baseboard. So here, use this razor blade while I'm gone and clean out all the paint specks from the baseboard.
Razor blade. Okay.
10 years old. I guess that's what you do.
What could go wrong?
Nothing at all.
Oh, well, there was a lady arrested. She was arrested. Let's find out where this was here. I got it right here in front of me somewhere. Child toddler gets towed as mom is drinking in bar.
Child toddler was towed?
Yeah, there was a toddler in the car.
The car.
The car got towed.
It's like another
a Houston mother is learning going to the bar, leaving your kid in the car is illegal.
Wait, you can't do that?
She's now facing charges endangering a child while her car was towed with the toddler still inside. Police say that the tow company discovered the 3-year-old inside after they brought the car to the pound.
See, I think that's the tow company. That's not the tow company.
See, I'm just wondering what level of liability is there. I mean, because
check the back. When you get in the trunk,
they didn't say, but
I'd put the kid in the trunk. That way.
Mom of the year.
Oh, look at it. It's asleep. Well, this would be a good time for me to pull in and
have a couple of drinks.
Try to find
happy hour.
See if I can find her a father.
Wow.
You wait here in the car. Mommy's doing daddy shopping.
Oh, yeah. It's happy hour. 2 for 1.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.